Check. Yeah. Well, that works. What's up, Noah? What's up, Phenom, Gungy, Jackstack? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Corndog, Telvin, Destroyer, Destroyer. I haven't talked to you in a minute, bruh. I've been here. Hey, Rusty, how you doing, Rusty? What's up, Theory Brute? Glad to see you guys. I released a Judgment Day Rhea preview, but I will do some gameplay. Oh, fair enough, Rusty. Fair enough. You stopped playing since October, but are you back or are you just stopping in? What's up, Arj? So, a couple things, guys. This is going to be a little bit difficult for me. But yes, I will play JD Rhea, for sure. Why is it going to be a little bit difficult for me? So, Bull doesn't work on emulators at all. The typical, when you have all of this stuff, flare, gear, tassels, hair, it tends to lag emulators out for a while when they release, and none of my emulators can handle it, so I'm on the portal, which it's actually really hard for me to see on the portal, so expect even worse gameplay than normal. Also, the only way I'm going to be able to record Bull is on the portal, so I might try and record snippets of a preview and then just watch them and voice over them. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I haven't even looked at Dom yet, Rusty. There's a lot going on right now. I was super excited to play Liv because I actually hate my technicians. They're my slowest feud in class, lady technicians. Both May and Charlotte take 28 plus seconds to resolve. Actually, Hall of Fame Molly is the fastest tech by far. It's really not even close, even on turn 2. It's Mardi Gras? I didn't even know that. How are you? Other than that, how are you, Rusty? Oh, fair enough, Destroyer. So the good news is Bull is a really good free one, actually. Who's reversal? Isn't Dom's don't they all have the same reversal this month? I could be wrong. Max the month if you're free to play, you need to be in a big faction. Arg. You need to get to the free milestones in all of the events, the golden chest, and your faction needs to do their stuff. I think they all have the same reversal, right? Anyone that increases MP, they reverse it and steal their turn. Yeah, it's definitely an impactful reversal. Yeah, Arg, it's simply put, you have to do everything if you're free to play. You got to get the gold chest in all the events, right? There might be some room for error. I don't know. I haven't played free, like, ever, to be honest. But you're going to need to be in a faction that gets all of their stuff done for sure. And you are going to need to get all of your stuff done for sure, right? Yeah, the reversals are impactful for sure. So this one will impact Asuka and Lyra, come to mind immediately. Also, Rhea with the rework, it'll impact for sure. Rusty, The good news is you can probably run Rhea now if you really want to. Yeah, corn dog for sure. Xandel. That depends. How good is the stuff you have? Like most things, you can make Bull good if you want to. Right? I feel like if you're in Haven, you should be able to max then, Arg. Because Haven gets their crap done. I'm right? I'm assuming still. So, Xandel, if you have good stuff, you can make triple green work. If you want to use a Royal Rumble with the Titan plate, you can make a lot of stuff work. If you want to play Bull and make her work, you absolutely can. So, no, she's not better than Zombie Chelsea. Zombie Chelsea can hit for 95 million in just 3 clicks. She's not going to approach that. But, you know. Zombie Chelsea, in my opinion, is the best lady powerhouse in the game. Bull is not going to be that. But she's playable. So Xandel, let's start with, what's up, Restate? I have my opinions already formed on Liv, because I played her a bunch, haven't touched Dirty Dom yet. Bull is a great, in my opinion, a great freebie, great B tier. But your thoughts may vary, right? So, let's start off with, it's so weird playing on the portal. I can't see Jack because it's small on my screen. I guess I can try and make it bigger here. Let's see. Let's do this. Will this help me? Oh, nope. Oh, great. I'm going to have to resize it all then. Fan-freaking-tastic. Bear with me, guys. I tried to get, I'll fix it in a second. I'm just going to start over. This is going to take just a hot minute, guys. This is the only way you were going to get Bull gameplay, so I'm assuming you're okay with it. Alright. Oh! It's cut off on the screen. Why? Why? Oh, it won't work that way. It looks like that's as big as I can get it right there. Okay. 1 second, fellers. I'm gonna have to resize this anyway once we get in a match, because for some reason on the portal, they do this thing where when you're in a match, it's way different. Is she better than Zombie Sasha? Yes, one true. Definitely better than Zombie Sasha. Will the new 8th anniversary Blast Gem work better than the Titan on Nakano? I don't know. But we can try it. With triple green in particular. But I don't know yet. This. I doubt it. Yes, what one true said. I very much doubt it. That's because it's a really crappy plate restate. Alright. Let me fix the screen for you guys here. Because it's all going to be cut off. Portal. Oh, that's pretty close, actually, huh? That's pretty close. Portal is not my jam. That's DJ's territory. Mherex no likey. I think that's good. You guys can see most of it, right? That's fine, right? That looks good. So with this setup with Roxanne, I do believe I have a Titan equipped right now. You have to do 2-3 matches. Gross. You know, you guys know how I feel about 3 matches. Restate. Yeah, that's just crappy luck. Best new gen generation female by a country mile. Well, I mean, there's Liv. No, yeah, Liv's not new gen. Yeah. Wait. No, strike free live is better than bull, I think, probably. If you're comparing apples to oranges with rare stuff, I don't know. Yeah, working on it, Bob. I'm playing on the portal, which I absolutely despise. So, I can't see jack crap. And I should have read you guys the moves, by the way. So that's like 38 million. It's not that great, right? It's not that great. There is better stuff for sure. But that's not bad with just a Titan for a freebie, right? On this one, I don't think your anniversary will work any better. That's 100% strap. I didn't even read what you guys probably can't even read this if you're watching unless you're on a PC, right? So we got the reversal of the 7 MP green, choose 8 gems to make into red. If anyone fills their MP with a move, do 2 million damage and steal their turn. Rope hang DDT, choose 3 columns to make into blast gems, and then you got the rolling guillotine leg drop, 265k bonus damage for every blast gem, then finisher 1.5 mil, and choose a 7x2 area swap into greens. So, the best I've found is either with 99 or 7 MP or middle lane bonus is actually pretty cool, but in general, across the board, triple green, definitely the bestest, with what I could tell. Obviously, if you have him, Leo, but we'll start without Leo. So live, 2 green, 2 multiplies, steal, so you're loaded after 99 MP. Bianca's just choosing 3 red gems, and Bailey. The other green move is 7x2 area to make into multiply gems of strength 5. They'll come back, Clay. You didn't misread. They'll come back. So this one's pretty fun, actually. To be honest. Obviously, you get the buff on your gems with the Titan. And there's a few different ways you can do it. I still haven't decided which is better yet. Kind of trying to figure that out. So you can put like the multiplies out first and then overlap a couple columns of blasts. Or you can put the blasts out first and then overlap Z multiplies. What's up, Scon? How are you? And take whichever area you like with the most reds, I would say. These have a bunch of reds surrounding, so I personally really like it right here. And then you choose let's do that, and then you can fill in your doodaddies like so. And that's 53 million, without having to have a cascade risk and without using like a ultimate plate. So that's for a B tier, that's actually quite good. That is 100% strap. For the freebie though, that's not bad. Of course, you can also, and that's without Leo, right? Leo, you choose less. It is with Bailey, though. You can see I played her a bunch. Tried a bunch of different stuff. What's up, Phil? That guy's in my faction, I think. What's the 411? Okay, yeah, so obviously you get bigger multiplies. I like, again, putting the blast down first. Blibbity blibbity blop. Oop, bloop. And you can, I mean, paired with it would be probably by far the best, I'd assume, would be the Red Royal Rumble, you know, since Titan plate, extra gems, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you could make the 8th anniversary plate work with the choose here, restate, but you're gonna lose so much damage, that I don't think so. You know, I really don't. Let's go. I like it here. I like it here. Lots of reds to play with since we can't choose a lot. Like so. Yeah. So now we get it all to blow uppery, I think. For the most part. Yeah, looks like it. And then we just make these red. It's hard for me to see on this, so let's see what we do here. And that was 63 million. So pretty not too bad. For just a Titan and it being the B tier. What do you guys think so far? Thoughts so far on that set for that's by far her best. There's other stuff, but that is head and shoulders her best moveset if you have a few decent things. And really, it's mainly just a Titan and a decent strap. But you don't need Leo. A couple zombies works on the backside of it. So I feel she is better than Liv. I mean, that depends what you have, I suppose. But if you want to end up comparing apples to oranges in a somewhat meaningful way, we can toss the red Royal Rumble plate on too. I think that would probably be best case scenario for putting her over a top. Yeah, it's awesome she's in the Gamescom. She also has I'm going to say this without having played Dom. Both Bull and Liv, I feel like, were designed knowing that the Royal Rumble plates exist. So, yeah, take that for what it's worth. You'll see what I mean when we play Liv, I think. They had some crazy matches. She was way ahead of her time. I like it here. This is obviously more choosy than I like, right? But it definitely will get the job done. We're going to go like this, and you know what? We're going to do this different. I'm going to do this one different. What I want to make sure is I blow enough for the red Royal Rumble. It can fix a multitude of issues, potentially. I'm just going to do this, I think. I probably did that way wrong. No, we're fine. And that was 70 million. Correct, Derek. I did. The chamber. Ooh. We got anyone that cares about spoilers? If so, you better say something in the chat. At this point, I mean, plug your ears because chamber was over the weekend on Saturday and it's Tuesday. It's been like 5 days. So, chamber was freaking amazing, dude. First off, Jade. Oh, she set the tone. That was incredible. And from there, I want to say, and I don't say this lightly, that I think KO Sammy is the best hardcore match I've ever seen. And the reason for that is, you know what's shocking is neither of them gigged. There wasn't color. All of the spots were wrestled to and they flowed to like really well. Most of the time you get a hardcore match and there isn't much wrestling. Like this was a hardcore match with wrestling in it the whole way. Like I don't feel like I've ever watched a hardcore match where the wrestling flowed so much, and like just they did some fairly unique stuff and brutal looking stuff without being like, I don't know, the like KO's brainbuster on the chair, Sammy's blue thunder bomb. They went through so many tables. Like all of the spots were worked to like really, really well. I did notice that, Rusty. Tons of white ring gear, yeah. What? Any idea why? So I felt like that was my favorite match by far. Yeah, right on, Scon. The barbed wire chair looked bad. Looked bad as in like looked like it was too much, or looked bad in like it was cheesy. Telvin. Well, KO cheesy. Okay, I liked it personally. It's cool if you felt like it was cheesy. I mean, very normal in wrestling to get different takes, right, from different fans. Um, so I would put it up there with, to me, it's probably my favorite hardcore match I've ever seen. Barbed wire look fake? I mean, it definitely isn't real barbed wire. Or if it is, it's barbed wire that's been nipped. Really, Scon? Well, that's awesome if they didn't. It wouldn't surprise me from those two. They're like, KO and Sammy are like old school, old school. They're not afraid of a little bit of ouchie for sure. They're kind of crazy. So, yeah. I mean, they're two, in my opinion, they're two like of the best workers. They consistently have good matches no matter what the matches are. So, and then, I mean, oh, right on, Pat. I didn't watch ECW back in the day. And like I said, to me, what makes it better, Derek, is there was wrestling in this, right? It's almost like the hardcore match was like integrated into wrestling better than I feel like normal. Because like I said, I felt like they wrestled to um it's just because of the wrestling, Sako, right? Not just like pure brutality. I mean, Philly's my favorite all time, right? Because he was insane. But like a lot of those hardcore matches, there's just too much brutality, right? Like it's not healthy, it's not safe. They shouldn't be doing them, etc. That's, I think, what it is for me. I don't know if that makes sense. Me and I'm not. It's again, it's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. Um, Easily the best street fight, if you want to call it that. I mean, for sure. I don't know what we call it exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not 100% entirely sure what it is. It was a no stipulation match. I'm trying to do this different because it's a not good board to see what we get. Yeah, unsanctioned match, so this one probably won't be as good. That's still 63 million. Definitely the best unsanctioned match. How about that? Can we agree on that? That I can remember? I mean, I don't know. Like, I think you can go over the top but still be like safe. I don't like within reason, you know. I mean, like, I think thumbtacks, all that stuff is cool, right? Like a little bit of pain is good. Sabu. Yeah. Sabu's really good, Pat, so that's fair. That's fair. I really liked it. I don't know. And then of course the end. The end was incredible. I thought the end was incredible, right? Like the scene, like the Rock with the throat slash and the Cena heel turn. I'm here for that. Woo! Yeah, buddy. That was good stuff. I did not have Cena. I did not have Cena turning heel on my bingo card. I love it. Love it. Nah, like I don't want to see somebody pound a steak into somebody else's head, Zhao. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here for that. I really enjoyed Orton coming out too. I love Orton. So what's up, Wet Knife? So maybe also worth mentioning is probably the purple against Acros. In particular, if you were to have a middle line bonus against an Acro, you can get multiplies on the board, like, you know, this way. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, as much as I hated it, and I do hate it, and I mean hate it, I didn't for a second think Charlotte was gonna win the Rumble. That does not feel very Triple H to me. That feels more Vince. Yeah, you know, Liv did better than most other stuff she's done. She was really good. Oh, I also really enjoyed how that Tiffany's so over, the hometown crowd was chanting for Tiffany to get in the ring instead of Trish. We want Tiffy. That was kind of awesome, not gonna lie. That's how over Tiffy is, you know? So that's kind of cool. It was great though. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I didn't think it was necessary. Lady Boss? Yeah, I mean, she's got purple stuff. You know, she's got a Titan plate. She can do some stuff, absolutely. Oh, it's not even close, Destroyer. Uh, couldn't care less about how hot anyone in ladies wrestling is. I do not watch wrestling for somebody that looks good. I want to watch wrestling for somebody that actually can wrestle and perform. Uh, don't give two craps about that. So that I'm the wrong person to talk about that. What they did in the Attitude Era, like over the top with ladies wrestling and sensationalizing all that and way too sexualized. I'm not here for that. I want them to be able to wrestle, right? The looks do nothing for me. Yeah, I'm saying Foley isn't hot. Oops, wrong. This is wrong. Yeah, this is obviously without class advantage, so this isn't going to be good. You want an acro in particular for this, but without a plate, I don't think we're going to get stuff done. Oh no, Sable's ugly, dude. Like, I mean, in my opinion. So I don't like fake in plastic, and you can't look much more fake in plastic than Sable. She's like the WWE version of Pam Anderson. Does not do anything for me. So yeah, but again, I don't watch wrestling for looks. I watch it for wrestling. So either you can wrestle or you can't. That's what I care about. If you can't wrestle, get out of there. That's how I feel about it. And if you can wrestle, I don't care what you look like. Same. That's true for males and females, right? Because you can look like the best wrestler ever, Lex Luger, but if you can't wrestle, you know. Oh my gosh, Sandel. Orton's quote is insane. I can't show that on TV. Restate. Yes, I spent money. I recruited Sammy. I don't want to talk about that, but I will talk about the fact that that wow, Zandel, I totally cannot say that. Yeah, KO's ridiculous in the ring. On my stream, I would totally show it, Zandel. On the official one, that's I think too much. One true, I hate you. Like literally, I hate you. So obviously with the boost, this is kind of fun, but this needs a middle lane, just FYI. But if you're like a Bull fan, you know, then you might want to run this kind of thing. You can see middle lane, 3 clicks, 75. But it's only against an acro. Nice, Restate. Congrats. I haven't been trying to get the S plus tier because it's impossible without a bunch of money. So Sammy was a spot that I picked. Because my spending was been down, so that's no plate. So I guess you could, with a middle lane, which is not ideal. For those that don't know what a middle lane means, you get +1 all color MP. You could run this. Purple into multiply. I think we only have one option, one purple move. People would say Royal Rumble plate. Obviously it would hit ridiculous with the Royal Rumble plate. You can also 2-click against an acro with the Royal Rumble plate. We won't use the... Thanks, Free State. Obviously, Sammy being my favorite active wrestler, it was not... it was going to happen. So even without the multiplies, you can do this kind of thing. We don't have the right trainers on right now. But this is very similar to JD McDonough, just not quite. She's a little bit less, and it's only against an acro, right? So that's 60 million against an acro, and that's without the right trainers. So there's that too. If you have a purple Royal Rumble, actually, there's not a ton of good spots for a purple Royal Rumble. And the good thing about Ladies Feud is I would not bother me to bring a specialist for acros because acro is the deepest lady class, so you're going to see a metric crap ton of ladies. So I would run it this way for the 2-click and just put the purple MP steel on. You also could run against somebody with purple MP and hit the buff twice. So you can she should pretty much be able to take acros pretty easily. In particular, she would be very good against Tiffany running the purple set, right? But purple Royal Rumble plate, you should be able to 2-click all the time with her against acros. So that's cool, in my opinion. I mean, what's that do? Yeah, 74 mil. I mean, that's really good. Yeah. And this is a B tier. So, you guys, anything else you kind of want to see with her? Worth getting early for the bonus points? What do you mean, MJR? What are we talking about? Anything you want to see on her that I haven't shown? That's the best stuff I found. I played her a bunch. Dirty Dom next? Okay. Nice, Jason. Congrats. You got her 5SG. You should be able to get your 6-star by the end. I mean, for a B tier, I'd say she's really, really good for a B tier, Zhao. I get what you're saying. But being that she's the freebie, I don't think you can really complain. What do you mean, Kat? What are we talking about? Are you talking with the new trainer? Later, Zhao. Take care, bud. With the new trainer ability, 100% isn't going to do anything on 28 gems. We played him with the Royal Rumble plate and the TikTok plate, and he still couldn't get past like 30 some million, I think, in gem damage. It's just not going to happen. Cross is not a thing. You can try to make him a thing, but he's not a thing. It's been like, all I have to say is like Shredder. Everyone has Shredder as long as they were playing the game that month, like at all. And he's ridiculous, so. Yeah, sorry, bud. Fish paste, I haven't heard that one before. Wish I had better news for you. Alright, who's interested in the Dirty Dom? I have not played him yet. Like, at all? Not even looked at him. Other than he's got a bunch of choosing, it looks like. So... he looks awesome. I do have this moment maxed, by the way. It's all gems 50% and etc. I don't know, Hunterville. Basically, everything this month is different. So I don't think there should be anything. If you look, there's this, which appears to be... this is the superstar one right here. Like for the... oh, okay. I don't imagine I'll get to the end. This is the same, the fuse up one that we always have with Showdown and stuff. And it's called the Armory one, and there's a bunch of... so that titanium plate in there. Yeah, like, I don't think we can go... just assume everything is different, and you'll be... oh, the moment's right here. Okay. That's where it is. Okay. Moment's right there. So 3.5 million. So I would assume those marks are going to be Jade... okay. Interesting. What do we need? So it's basically spend. And I'm sure you'll be able to earn them other places, I hope. Yeah, this is the new collection contest, but no idea how deep you can get. Right? So this is the old collection contest. As far as the superstar contest with the shards, I don't know if that's gone all the way or not. So that's one change. The biggest other change I noticed. Nope, no idea on the 6-star gold loot coins. This is the new midweek month-long prize wall. It's nested. All right, let me look. Hold on. It's probably in the solo, right? This one then competitions. I see master manager. See what changed, if anything, in this. Okay, yeah, I don't care about this content. So one of the things I would advise most people, if you're short resources, stop doing this contest. In particular, stop doing this part of this contest. You're never going to get the max reward anyway, even if you have all the CSS. So just stop doing like this part of the contest, by the way. If you're short on resources and you don't have anyone to level up. That's the kickoff. MLC. What MLC? Oh yeah, here we go. Shards are right here. So it's part of the MLC. So it's in... Yeah. So they just moved to the MLC. The shards did. So I guess you're getting the only emblems you're getting are from in here? Or... Yeah, that looks like it. So this is the midweek month-long now. That's it. That's your choices so far. Maybe that'll get updated. Premium prize wall. This, 4 of them, glowing fate plate, those options, blah, blah, blah. And if you get the 5-star early, it's this Jess. Probably not. It looks like Hunter without doing something else. Yeah. The new loots, the crate loots that are part of that one contest we were looking at, they're all RNG based. This is plates. There's a bunch of plates in here, straps, tier 6 metals, and this stuff. I'm not a fan of RNG loots. This will surprise no one. The Moments one also has a bunch of posters in the featured. So that's kind of, this is like a huge pool. So I feel like I probably am not gonna get anything I really want out of this. I probably won't touch the Moment. In fact, I can't ever see using this. Because there's so much stuff in here, the odds of hitting anything I want are 0. So 10% chance to hit featured, sure, but there's like 500 things in there. I mean, if you don't have anything, then maybe this loot's fine. This one, I wouldn't touch with a 100-foot pole, personally. That's the worst looking thing I've seen in a minute, and the gear is probably going to be the same thing. Oh, this is 10,000? Oh, okay. 10,000 for 1 pull. 10 pulls is 100,000. 30 pulls is enough to get a guaranteed thing, and no more featured. You can only pull 1 at a time. Looks like it's all just, again, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 34 in the common, and then 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 in the featured that you have a 1.49% chance to get. So you're getting a common, and there's 32 different ones in there. So yeah, this one can also not going to say what I yes, okay. So for me, there's nothing in these that I want based on the odds. And the only one I would think about would probably be this one, because most plates in here are somewhat useful. There's affiliation straps in here, and there's tier 6 things, even though I know when I pull on this, I'm going to get extra turn and immunity straps and tier 5 crap I don't need in these. It seems like you're not thrilled. So for me, what I love to have is a choice. So unless I get to here, which seems doubtful, I don't have a choice. And before I had the choice of like 20 gears. Now I have the choice of 1 gear. I had the choice of like 20 moments. Now I have the choice of 1 moment. So really not choices. And I had the choice of a bajillion straps, and now I have this abomination. So, like, really? I mean, I spend all month, if I'm lucky, to get 1 strap that is random. Yeah, give me my choice back, please. This is really no choice at all. So I would rather have lesser options and have a choice, but that's me. Yeah, it's move damage too. No gem straps to be found. But this, as far as this goes, for me, and maybe it'll be better by the end. But for me, like, I don't care about any of this. It's just, I'm not excited to buy any of it. I can't plan or guarantee it. So that's my take on it. Hopefully it doesn't stick around, or it's somehow magically way better than I think. But I don't like that. No. Well, you know, Josh, I can take blame for whatever, you know? Okay. What was the other thing were people asking about? Yeah, this is probably starting our new cycle, because what do we have? October, November, December, January, February, and here we are in March. Typically, every 6 months, the game does a big swing, and this is month number 6. October, to me, so the last 6 months was a massive downgrade over the 6 months before it. S+ tiers became almost impossible to get without major whaling. The previous 6, they were much more obtainable, with the exception of like, what's his face? How do you feel about them doing more steel cage matches? So this is going to be unpopular. When they do steel cage matches right, and emphasis on right, I think they're fun. When they do steel cage matches like they did with Showdown, I think it's the dumbest thing ever. So it just depends. I think it has the potential to be fun if they do it right. Yeah. Yeah, Pat. So, I mean, the last 6 months has been some of the most expensive in the game, as far as if you're going to try and recruit stuff. I got next to no S+ posters on my roster from that run, and that just shows how expensive they are. Luckily for me, I also decided to quit spending as much when I noticed the uptick in pricing. Right? Because no one makes you spend. So if Scopely wants to make them more expensive, that's fine. I'm just not going to pay. Right? That's the only way they'll ever go back, is if you don't buy. When you buy offers, you're telling them they're good offers. What are we talking about, SMG? That makes me spend. Fair. Trick Rhea rework is really cool if you have the gear. Correct. Steel Cage will never be good unless there's buffs to offset the nerfs. Otherwise, it's just the stupid Extreme Rules tours everyone hates. Oh, yeah, SMG. So what I like is when the buffs offset the negatives, right? And it makes you play in a different way. Like if you take skill plates away, that's cool. But give me something in return, so I play a different way and don't rely on my skill plates. For example, what was the feud we had where leech gems, I think it was leech gems, a certain color gem, were just buffed to Kingdom Come? You literally could use people that you hadn't used in years and they were good. Rhea, I skipped her gear too, and I still wouldn't use her, even with the gear, over other tricksters I have. I would use Trick Becky before I'd ever use Rhea, but it is a very good rework, in particular if you have the gear. It does move her up. She's not Trick Becky, she's not Trish, and she's not even Liv, but she's usable. Yeah, for sure, Pat. So, like, tech, if new Liv was considerably faster than May or Charlotte, I'll piss a bunch of people off here. May and Charlotte actually aren't good feuders. They're just the best we have in tech. They take like 28 seconds to resolve. They're slow AF. So if new Liv was really, really fast, then that's a good reason, right? Because literally tech is my worst feuding lady class now. And I would love to upgrade that because it's my biggest pain point for them. Luckily, it happens to be ladies who are almost never required compared to men, so it's not nearly as big a deal. And most of the time, technicians aren't required, so I just work around it. And when they are required, I know a lot of people use them, so but when they are required, then I'll just use whichever one I feel like at the time. May or Charlotte, they're fairly... Actually, Molly's faster. I use Molly now. Because she's just straight up faster. Even on turn, Molly winning on turn 2 is faster than Charlotte or May winning on turn 1. It's actually a good 5 or 6 seconds faster. Plus, it's fun to beat people with the free card for me. Rhea. But I love the Rhea rework because she's usable now. But I feel like there's one way to play her. That's considerably better than the other ways, and that's this way. So if you have the gear, you just need a purple MP trainer. Okay, so one thing first, I do want to state, hey Lux, and you can kind of see the breakdown in my video where I talk about all the moments she has, and as far as I can tell, this stupid tour moment we have on this one, I don't know who convinced them to level this one up so we could have a fake damage on tours, but either way, it's there. 200% purple gem damage kind of makes up. I think in feud it would still hit harder if you have all the moments. That's a lot of numbers, which I'm not going to worry about now. Judgment Day only adds 50% purple gem damage, which isn't really that much with how her build is. All of her damage comes from the leech gems per normal. Otherwise, it's just a board full of gems. So it's the leech gems, it's the countdowns going off, you know, all that stuff. It doesn't go up considerably from there. But we're buffing those leeches 125, 100%, so that's 225 base just from those. And that's not the leech strength itself. That stays at 425k. It's just the gems underneath. So anyway, with the gear, you can run her exactly like this. Why would I use Carmelo? I'm only using one MP trainer. I don't need to use Carmelo. She's loaded without Carmelo. Why would I use Carmelo? So it looks more rare? Right? I just don't understand why I'd use them. We're using this with the gear. As I said, when I started talking, she has 6 MP to start. The black move is 5 MP, so you get 1 for your turn, you're 7. We have 2 more black MP than we need. We do not need Carmelo. So regular woods is just fine. Yeah, mostly better, Uni. Mostly better. But this way, you can just chuck the countdown gems. You can set the countdown gems off, and you can hit the finisher. You don't need to use the crappy sub. And I think this will hit for like 50 million without plates. Yeah, 47.5. You probably get mid-50s. And then if you want to put plates, then you can use the jade plate, which no one really uses too much. What? What are we talking about? Why Hall of Fame? What am I using here? I didn't really... why would I use Hall of Fame? I'm getting 125% from Veer. Oh, I think you mean none of the Hall of Fame give purple. I think that's what you're saying. But yeah, Veer gives 125% leech gem, which all of them are leeches. So it's 125% to all gems. Same reason I'm using Theory here. It's 100% to all gems since they're all leeches. I gotcha. I didn't see the no. Like, so you're using, you can absolutely use triple blue. Triple blue caps out at right around 30 million, though. And it has cascade risk. So, but you absolutely can if you want. If you don't have the gear, you can still run this, and then you need Mellow, and Mellow goes here. And then you use Mellow and Santa if you don't have the gear. Like this. And then you hit considerably less hard, but it is what it is. And she can do about 65 with this 200% purple on a tour if you use a purple Royal Rumble too. So like I said, it's a good rework. She's fine. But like, she's not better than like Becky, Trish, or Liv. But she's very usable, so that's really cool. I like that. I don't know what level these unlock. I'm not sure why you'd want to use it at 5-star though. Not that I can see, which seems like the mist. They sold it for $20 last month. I would imagine at some point they'll put it on sale for $20 this month. It would be kind of silly not to, considering she's here and stuff. Not at 5-star, you won't. And if you're going to use her in Showdown, just use a Judgment Day plate if you have it. You know? But it's a really good rework, in my opinion. Because she was not usable at all. And this would probably be, not probably, this would be the way I would run her for Showdown. Nope, gonna do Dom now. I haven't played him at all yet. I take him to Silver restate. I take him to Silver and then just deal with it. Although this month, honestly, I don't know that I'm gonna. I don't know how much I care this month, to be honest. You'll understand more when we get to... What plates for who, Ben? What are we talking about? If you want to run Rhea? Do you have the gear, Ben? Is that what we're talking about? Okay, hold on. Jade plate? I always grinding. I remember like 2 minutes ago when I told you I hadn't played Dom yet. That's still true. Who am I looking for? Yeah. So Ben, if you'd rather just play offense, I don't know if you have a purple Royal Rumble, but Hard Times will give you 100% on the purple. Nope. It doesn't work because the leech gems cover the whole board except for one gem, so it puts one multiply gem out, so it does not work. It's the equivalent of getting 8 extra gems, so you're much better off with Heart of Jade. Yeah, Cora plate. That, Ben. Right here for 100%. Yep. Unfortunately, Bloodsucker does not work, and then depending on how you want to roll, Ben, no problem, Galax, no problem. Actually, if you want to see exactly how it works, Galax, I did do that in the Rhea video I posted. You got a purple? You want to see it with the purple then instead of the JD? Because it does more damage. All right. Oh, also, Ben, do you have the gear? Because this is the non-gear setup. You don't have to, Galax, but I'm just saying for later, it'll have that in it. I threw a bunch of stuff on her, Galax. Purple Rumble, probably. Yeah. Ben, do you have her gear? Because this is without the gear. And you can see we almost wiped Jade's health. I'm pretty curious to see, though. Okay. Fair enough. You have all color rumbles? Nice. Yeah, Purple Rumble, I didn't love where the options were, Ben, to be honest. Like, I mean, so obviously it's great on Muda, but I really trying to get away from taking so long, right? So I preferred this loadout, Ben, the most of all the testing I did with it. 3 extra purples, 30% more, 125 because they're all leeches. So this field to work really well, but you also have to consider once you add the Royal Rumble, the second set of is all just purples. But I think the numbers on these two are big enough that it more than makes up for it. That you don't get it on the back half, you know? You're only missing the black. I have 2. Do I have 2 of something? I think I have 2 of... No, I don't have 2 of something. Yeah, purple is actually the worst of them, I think, shockingly. I thought purple would be, like, really good, because we have so many, like, purple users that are good, but I just didn't find any place I liked it, because it just was slowing people down that didn't need it, you know? And you can see we completely zeroed Jade once you go to that setup, Ben. So you can effectively, if you want to commit, and then, you know, it takes longer, but I mean, that's zeroing a showboat with 100% strap. I don't know if I moved the purple metal over too. I didn't move the purple move damage metal over too. So, I mean, you're probably getting like 80 to 85 million out of that. That's Fury 2s, nothing special. But keep in mind for Showdown, what's that, Derek? You will only have, I think you won't have all the moments you would in Feud, right? So you're losing 100% purple. Yeah, I think so, Ben. I really do. For Showdown, I think that's the way. Since you're on offense first, I wouldn't mess around with the Judgment Day plate if you have the purple Royal Rumble. But I think that's pretty good stuff. I don't have the 5-star. Yeah. Mr. J, what do you mean? Is it worth getting? I don't think you can just buy it, can you? Pretty sure the thing you're talking about. You need. It's not this one. You need to pull Bull at 5-star this week. You need Bull at 5-star this week, and then you get 5 of these tokens. And of course, if you do get 5 of those tokens, absolutely, that's the best option by far. There's really no other option. All these other options are significantly worse than this one. But you need to get Bull at 5-star week 1. That's the reward from this tour. Right here. No, not the kickoff. I'm sorry. This tour here. If you look at here, in the final node of Hell mode, you can get the tokens if you're a 5-star or higher. You have no Woods affiliation, and now that 99 MP is over, and this past feud, I just recruited Jacob Fatu, who by default is my top back row. How do I go about using Rabbit as my top striker? Fatu, you don't. You don't, Derek. Unless you want to change Entourage every single time. You'll have to find alternative builds that use different colors if you want. Luckily, Jacob has a defensive build, which you could play, but you're not going to use all 3 without, or even 2 of them without changing. Yeah, no problem, Mr. J. That's M Jr., actually. I don't know why I'm calling you Mr. J. It's M Jr. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, if you need him 5-star, so if you get lucky and you get Bull somehow at 5-star this week, then you're golden, and that's what you would take because it's the best option there. Mr. J works too. Okay, right on. All right, let's play some Dirty Dom. Yeah, Derek. So the best thing you could do is save your entourage, and then just swap entourage. That's gonna get coin heavy though. But I mean, overusing somebody that's really, if you don't have a really good replacement, just save your entourage loadout for each one and then just swap it, between every fight. It's not ideal. It takes a few extra seconds, but that's really the only way you can. At least we have those entourage spots. I think that's a good choice, Andel. That's what I would have done. So I love Dirty Dom in real life. Love Dirty Dom in real life. Let's see what we get in the game. All right. Boom. And I have not played him at all yet. Again, moments active, so that's going to skew this. I don't think so, Bradley Joseph. I think he's great at what he does. I think he has a lot of fans, actually. It's just fun to boo him. The power gems and the regular gems. Okay, so let's just look at bases to start of his power gem. His base power gem is 275k, 21 gems times 275k. I got a really bad feeling about that. 275,000 times 21. His base power gem damage is 5.77 million, so that's not good. Let's see what we got. 1 gem, 14 random X breaks, and increase your black gem damage. Okay, that's cool. 7x3 area to swap into purple gems. If they're a trickster, up the power gems to 350k. Uh-huh. And then we got a submission. You guys know how I feel about those. The yellow sub that recycles itself and leaves power gems. Okay. Cause your opponent to bleed for 3 turns. Bleed option isn't a good option. Because 2 million damage on 70 million health isn't very much. If opponent's style is defensive, first steal 4 million health. Bleed sub, but that gameplay is rough, but it's there. And choose 5 to make into black. So it looks like 1 buff, just 75%. It looks like Dom will require heckin' nice stuff to be so-so. But will he be playable on a small roster with the bleed sub? If you don't have a lot of stuff, yeah. Power gems aren't it though. That's for sure. Yeah, definitely not on the power gems. I show you. Let's do the power gems first. 7x3, 7x3, and we got to start with the choose, huh? Or just not even use it. Let's just start with the black gems. All right. The subs are great for tours. Don't get me wrong. Subs are great for tours, but any of the new superstars you get most of the time are going to be good for tours. To be honest, they're tuned way differently than the older stuff. So there's no tour. None of the new stuff should you struggle with on tours. Um, typically they're always, and just about every superstar has a sub. Don't know why. but that's a thing a lot of the time. At least half of them I think come out with a sub. Where is? Oh gosh, restate. Wouldn't that be game changing? Ooh. Yeah, I hope you get some, man. I'm currently missing one zombie, so but I'm like almost 500 shards away from punk, so I don't know how I will do with that. And now we want power gems. And if we're gonna just start with black, we're gonna use this. I mean, if you use Santa, you can get Kofi on, but I don't know that I mean, like, so I think overall you're better off this way. And not using Santa, it's probably very close. Yeah, I'm not confident I'll get him restate, to be honest. Strap doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and throw one on. Extended breaks will do that. This game changes so much, M Jr., Mr. J. It changes so much. So I'm thinking like about 20 mil, to be honest. Oof, that Three Amigos animation. Oh, Purple Royal Rumble still on this plate. We're not even getting 20 mil. That needs to be fixed. Did you at least get Roman, or did you miss Roman? I need to take the Purple Royal Rumble off. How do I go back? How do I quit on the portal? I never play on the portal. How the heck is this? Ah, okay. Oh, that sucks, dude. Okay, yeah, your tech is gonna be more difficult then. I mean, restate. This is not his best moveset. I'm literally just running it because everybody loves power gems. Not everybody. People tend to love power gems, and they're just not, they're not it, you know? No, I run Hall of Fame Simmons one click or at most two. So the power gems are in there because it's the reversal, but I never use them, Bradley. And his power gems are baby small. They're weak AF. They even buffed him after the start. Simmons and JBL and Goldberg are all very, and Molly actually, are all very good. I think it's the best crop of Hall of Famers we've ever had, actually. Woo, even on 2.0 speed. JBL's the best trickster in the game, in my opinion. I think Simmons, yeah, what did we get to? I think we got to 30 million there with all the trainers. I think Farouk Ron Simmons is the best striker for feud and showdown, at least in my opinion. Yeah, so 32 million with that. Eh. Oh, also guys, keep in mind that's with the 100% from the moment. So yeah, you're not gonna get there without the moment. So much better should be the Juggernaut. I would think. The good news is potentially if you have Mellow, and this is where it could get interesting. I will do this more normal too, for sure. Um, so AK6, yes, but you can still 2-click significantly hard without gear or moment. Yeah, I'll do it without Mellow too. I haven't looked at any of the perks yet, IK. Before I switch this, let me look real quick, because I feel like that's a relevant, good question, and I'll forget. Clicky button. I mean, extra kick out, more health. It only matters if you're trying really. It really only matters if you're trying to chase a leaderboard for notoriety in a midweek. Weekends, the weekend notoriety leaderboard is garbage and not worth it. So I would not even bother leveling them till dead last, right? All you care about is this to start. Defensive ones, just forget about. Most people, they won't make a difference. If you're trying to leaderboard a notoriety thing, they might help your defense win. Defensive winning, a really good defense, you can maybe go 50-50 with like a super good one on a really non-optimal feud kind of thing, or feud showdown kind of thing. But usually defensive wins, people just, if they know what they're doing, they just Hulk smash you and you don't get them. But I wouldn't worry about the defensive one for most people. Yeah, I won't even probably hardly use him restate, and I play Showdown fairly hard. Honestly, Showdown is way less about your defense than people think. Almost all of ranking high in Showdown is managing your energy properly and your streak. And because usually, no, IK, they just kill your streak. Usually, you know, like even with a great defense, you can't guarantee yourself you're gonna win. So while it does help a lot, it typically doesn't make a difference compared to how well you manage your streak when you go. And the thing about Showdown is it always changes, so you have to take what the game gives you and react accordingly. I don't think you can play the same any one time. That's just me. Take that for what it's worth. All right, so let's try this with no plates. I'll take Goldberg and Mellow off, and we'll do the choose method as well. But this would be 2-click. Well, actually more, because you have to put those. Oh, this is a spot for the X-Break plate, too. The anniversary X-Break, if you have that. Oh, only 37 million. Whew. That's going to need, like, Black Royal Rumble. Although, it is pretty fun 2-click, to be honest, because, you know, if you like Dirty Dom. Hold on, let me play with this, because I like Dom. And then I'll try other stuff. Oh, that's the moment, too. Dang it. What about Bianca braid? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's try it with just a braid. See how much it goes up. Most of them aren't that great, Mr. J, and a lot of us got really crappy ones. So don't feel that bad. Okay. That brought it up to 50. Now we're talking. Braid got it up to 50. All right, Dominic. Am I going to be able to use Dirty Dom? What? Hold on. We're not done. I actually have a Black Royal Rumble plate. So that would be fun, potentially. Yeah, it is FOMO. So Braun Breaker better. Sure. If you have a middle lane. View chest? I got my second crossbreak one. What's up, Sib? How you doing? Feel like I haven't talked to you in a minute. I hope you're doing well. I got a duplicate crossbreak one, anniversary crossbreak. IK, you want to do something really fun with the leech plate? It's decent on ZLive too, yes. Oh, that sucks, restate. The silence one is not good. Austin 316, especially if you have the beer truck moment. Is super fun with that leech plate. Triple yellow, Fury 2s, yellow, percentage, move damage, metal. Chef's kiss. Crossbreak's great on Ray. I don't know who I'm going to put it on my second one. My second one on. I haven't found anyone that I love. So, super whaley, but Dom hits for 85 million, 2-click. Super whaley. Cool. He's better than Liv by far. Yeah, Chase Liv. I don't like her. I do like this Dom. And then of course, if you don't have all the crazy stuff though, you can use the choose to get set up. Yeah, it is better than Blast Restate. I just need to find a spot for it. No problem, Jabroni. I haven't played Liv yet. She's next. What time is it? 3:47. Lion's Case will, yeah. Sorry, I went off into La La Land for a second. Oh, purple. I used the wrong woods, by the way. I was supposed to use purple woods. Not that it matters. No, that was the right woods. Never mind. Never mind. That was the right woods. We're filling the black move. It's 6 MP, so... Right. Yeah, purple and black gems. She's made for Dom. Aha. She's made for Dom. That's funny. That only moves revamped on Rhea. No, she was changed. A bunch of stuff was changed. IK, like everything. She used a gem defense strap against Charlotte in hard mode of the Nikki Bella tour. Charlotte doesn't even have a strap. What are her trainers? Which Charlotte? Does the Charlotte have a gem buff? And which trainers? If they have Santa and gem percentage trainers, it's much harder. There's like 20 million Charlottes too, so. Santa's the problem. Very hard to get past Santa's flat damage. It doesn't work like percentage works. Flat does not work like percentage. Santa's usually on tours. To be honest, they just recently stopped doing that. It's the new. We used to cheese them with armor all the time, and then they just started putting Santa on all the time, so we couldn't. It's just this thing they cycle through. Pretty soon he'll go back to cheesing the putting Santa on everybody and making it way harder again. I don't know why they do that. There we go. Okay, sorry. I need, what do I need for this? That's the purple I need, and then black gems. Most of you guys don't have Goldberg, yeah? We'll do it with Goldberg and without. Because I think most people do not has Goldberg. So black gems. Oh, it's just this works. 30% all gems, whatever. It's the same. 30% all are black. No, you didn't miss too much. We're messing with Dirty Dom. Goldberg will. Did I forget to take Goldberg off? I think I did. And I also didn't do the choose because I'm optimal. When you do your trainers and coaches, what do you mean, Mr. J? When I do my trainers and coaches, um, like who to invest in and stuff. Like if I'm gonna spend, who I'm gonna put on a person, like what exactly? I thought, did I forget? I forgot to take Goldberg off because I'm big dumb. So it depends what I'm trying to do. Most of the time I'm trying not to use the most rare things. Because people don't have them. And so I try not to use most of the rarest things. So, you know, people that have the stuff know they're going to hit harder. Most of the time, the problem for. Okay. So a really good example is a lot of things people um, don't necessarily account for, right? They don't account for how much gem damage makes a difference in buffs or multiplies, metals, that sort of stuff. So, like, the more stuff you start tacking on, the worse it gets. As far as people just they see a video and they're like, "Oh, this person's gonna hit this hard on my roster," but no, because this is also even with the moment, which adds 50%. So like, if I recorded this with the moment unlocked, like, I would do something to compensate. Like, so the 50% damage on the moment, I'd probably just show the trainer setup and then remove McDonough, right? So if you don't have the moment, this is a 40% trainer here, then it becomes more like this setup, 30 or 40%. This is literally what it would look like without the moment. So I depending on what I'm trying to do, like, you need a move boost to use a certain trainer, but then the other buff it gives doesn't help that particular superstar at all. Well, you just pick what makes a difference for the move set you're using. If you're doing gem damage, I don't care about move damage, right? Yeah, he can do 1,000,000 damage here, but why do I care about that when most of his damage is coming from the thing? Oh, also this needs Santa. This need or NWO, because you're only choosing 5. There's no way you're going to get to 10 without it. So you need NWO Hogan for this too. Dom is pretty bad without Mellow. So you also need NWO Hogan, so it's even worse than this. If you have Mellow, then he's pretty fun. And especially if you have, and look at with the, especially if you have the but 27 million at gold. This is a normal A tier, kind of. Like, it's kind of what I've come to expect on ones that I'm okay with. As long as they have something playable for people, and then something they can grow into. So Dom has stuff he can grow into, obviously the 2-click Juggernaut. But then as far as like most rosters, if you don't have crazy stuff, then this is the move set, right? Um, I don't even know why the yellow's in here necessarily, so I would probably, if I'm playing with Dom, I would probably just keep the reversal in, because you have the yellow choose. The yellow sub, that's a choose yellow. You could use the choose and try and get more bleeds down. I mean, maybe that's the route you go. I don't know. We could, but you need to choose 2-3 matches. We can do that actually. Why not? So in this case, I mean, he's doing 6 million bleed. It's not, ooh, if ooh, there's so much health. I don't know. Let's just assume I don't want to look for a Kofi. So we got Kofi on. He's the blank spot, and that's 4. And you can load it with 6 MP, so that means you can use 17k Santa and actually get the big bleed trainer on, assuming you have the big bleed trainer, which is more the problem with this build. Is if you're stuck using this build, you probably don't have Apollo. Would be my assumption. You probably also wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of how I try and look at it when I try and grade out an A tier. Is there something that's fairly usable for the average person? And then is there something they can grow into so they're not useless on a roster? And Dom is pretty close, I think. Um, if you have Apollo, he's definitely gonna do some work with the bleed, but you need to do a lot of work because people have a lot of health. This is the, we'll just use that. There we go. So how many turns is it? It's still only 22 million bleed, which might sound like a lot, but if you go against somebody with a decent, well, actually, we got the choose, huh? So you can hit the bleed. You can hit the bleed, and then you can choose 5, 6. and Cascade risk it. I actually don't think I hate it. Nah, I don't think I hate Dom. I think he's pretty decent. And now you can do this. Go ahead and fill your yellow up. There's just way too many. Who cares? We're not going to choose that many. So now that's like a 42 million worth of bleed over the duration of the sub. Whoa. Okay. I see you, Dom. And then you just finish it up. Right here. Leaves power gems. So I guess you would want to put them out since it leaves power gems, so. Yeah, this is gonna F people up in Showdown. Oh, for sure. Okay. Pretty much Eagles. But hold on. You guys want to get really crazy? You can, I think Dom can win turn 1, but you'd have to choose. No? Wait. Let me think about this for a minute. No. I was going to say you could use NWO and Rikishi and get 3 yellow, so a 3 match would recharge. But then you lose Santa and these wouldn't be loaded, so you wouldn't be able to use Apollo. So it's not worth it. But yeah, that'll play. So yeah, I think he's actually, and even let's say you don't have Apollo though, right? Let's say you don't have Apollo, you don't have Santa. Yes, but then you don't have Apollo. So you lose 200% bleed. It's Textiner. Not really. The sub is only doing 450k. You're not gonna do that much damage. No, Kaiser is it's definitely the dude I said that now I can't remember. Textiner. Now on a tour, you could go ham with the bleed. You could literally, it's 6 MP. When you had max tour perks, you could use Steiner and Apollo, and you wouldn't even need Santa, right? 2, 3, 5. Yeah, you wouldn't even need Santa. So then you could use Kyrie too. So like during 99 MP, you could stack all of your bleed stuff on here, but also on a tour. They'd be super nasty on a tour, like stupidly nasty on a tour. I like Dom, actually. And for the people that like doing the stuff that I don't like doing, you can put the where the heck is Kyrie? She should have showed up. Did I go past her, guys? Nope, it just doesn't show. It's in gray. That's 10 million for, that's 30 million bleed per. That way. I think Dom's good. I'm not going to use this moveset, but I do like it. Let's just go 5 that way. Let's leave some power gems. Why not? No, like total bleed over the duration. Yeah, like look at that. I don't know, like it's 3 turns. So it's 30 million total, 60 million total bleed during 99 MP. So that's all. So I mean, that's during 99 MP though, right? Also, you have to keep in mind all the people that have sub reversals now. It's not just a few. But like tours, he's gonna be lights out, and he'll be useful for people with this setup too. I like Dom. I think Dom is a good A tier. Definitely, I think Dom is a good A tier. There's stuff you can do if you want to mess around with it. The other thing I didn't show, obviously, with the Power Gem set. Here, let me play it right instead of just being the big baby that I am these days. So like if you're somebody that loves Power Gems and you have Mellow, for example, you can actually make Power Gems work too. Assuming you have this stuff. I don't like playing Power Gems, but people that do, and then if you want to put a Leo plate on, like you can run this kind of nonsense after 99 MP. So with this, this would be loaded, so you can drop these down, right? Then you can choose these. Again, this isn't my play style, right? But again, you can, there's a lot you can do with Dom. I think he's a great A tier actually. And so it ticks the Power Gems once. You can put them down again. If you had a Leo plate, right? We're gonna lose some of them here. The main thing is getting the one tick of the Power Gems. You could do a 5 match and then put them down and swipe would be better than the 3 Amigos, actually. I don't play this way normally, so I have to think outside the box for me. But you can see that's a turn 1 Drain Scott Steiner as well, right? But I can do that better, for sure. You just would do a 5 match and then swipe after you put the things down. So I think Dom is a great A tier. He gets a thumbs up from me. Mherex approved A tier. Yeah, that is with the moment. They're adding 100% jabroni for sure. So that's worth noting. But like, and it's also the turtles, right? But the point is like that he can do lots of stuff, right? So you should have something that can work for Dom. That's what I like. That's kind of what I want to see in an A tier. Will people have stuff they can do? Actually, I need to choose 6. Sorry. Will people have something that they can do with them? Oh, okay, I cascaded. Whatever. But, you know, then you do your 6 match, and then if you didn't, you put your Power Gems down, and then you swipe, and you're doing like 90 million with the moment. Without the million, it's probably like 75, 80, something like that. So there's stuff. He can do stuff that everybody can play with. What moveset's my favorite? Oh, that's super easy. Bull? She's a really good freebie, Slim. If you want to put rare stuff on her, you can use her. Triple green in particular works with just a Titan for about 50 million-ish. 45 to 50. If you want to use a Titan in a red Royal Rumble plate and you have Leo, you can get between 65 and 70. That's obviously a lot to invest. You can also target acros with a middle lane and 2-click for like 75 million with a purple Royal Rumble only. 70 million, and then 3-click for more like 75, 80, something like that. So she's very good B tier. No issues. Yeah, there's lots of different stuff she can do. That's just her best sets, was either the buff against acros or the multiplies with the blasts and the finisher. Honestly, those two are really interesting. Both Dom. So the Rhea rework's really good. Bull is really good, and Dom is really good. So there's that. So Liv, you can use. She has one usable move set without a Royal Rumble plate. It needs a Piper plate is all. It's weird-ish, but not bad. It's just weirdish. I mean, let's play. No. Bull is better than Chelsea if you don't have insane stuff. So Bull, if you don't have insane stuff, is better than Zombie Chelsea. If you have insane stuff, Chelsea's better by a mile. I could show you what I mean if I was on my account. I can 3-click for about 90 to 95 million with my Chelsea. Chelsea needs Howdy. She really benefits from Leo and NOD Rock as well. Because those two, Leo and NOD Rock, get you +5. Howdy gets you the multiplies to make it consistent as well as buff them 60%. So she's kind of her downside is she needs a ton. So Liv will be good if you have a Piper plate and if you have Brawn. So it would be Brawn, Kofi, Santa, Piper plate. Without the Piper plate, she's not super great without Rumble plates. So there's some options. I'll just show you real quick. What time is it? Oh, we're doing fine on time. I tell you what, if you told me restate on a roster like yours, you can't pick a better one for $1 million. No problem, Crowley. Triple purple or triple yellow, but you need Brawn Breaker and 17k Santa. I don't like putting this big Santa on because he wails. Why? That makes 0 sense. You'll pay 700k for somebody that's a fighter you'll only use for a few months, but not $1 million for a trainer you're going to use for like 3 years. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Personally. I would rather pay 1 million for Howdy than 700k for OTC or Yeet or Nikki or any. You keep going. I don't. New Cena. If New Cena's 700k, I'd rather have Howdy than New Cena. It's not even close. Even at $1 million, I'd rather overpay. Well, I did. I used my $1 million for it. I think unless you're close on shards restate, it's totally worth it. Unless you're close on shards. If you're close on shards, then no, don't do it, right? I was like, yeah, the trainer. I don't care about Howdy as a fighter. I have an affiliation on mine. I don't use him. If my good, so the best trickster fighter by far is JBL. He is not the best trainer though. I'm not sure what was funny. See, Liv is good this way. But really only this way. So hopefully you have the stuff to run this, and then is she solid? But it's still only 63 million. What if New Cena had a jetpack? Oh, well then I would get him over Howdy. No, that's where they go. I didn't read the descriptions, Jabroni. My bad. That's where they go. It's no choice. I didn't put them anywhere. Yeah, I got a promo code for you. Go to the portal and put this code in. Make sure it's case sensitive. And it'll for sure work. Case sensitive. Middle row into pyro blue. Middle row into snowfall yellow. So keep in mind though, that's at the moment and the oops. No, don't close the portal. Because then we can't play bull again. So that is with the moment adding 50%. 100% strap. So that's her best as far as from a speed standpoint. But I don't really particularly love Liv. You redeem the promo code on the portal. wwe.champions.com if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. wwechampions.com. You click on the special offers, and then you click on the redeem code button, and then you put that code in. Guaranteed success. You got a 6-star gold Neville? Dang! I'm actually jelly. I still don't have Neville. I think. No, I do have Neville. Never mind. I'm not jelly. No, it's a universal. So the universal moments that are good in any game mode, it also has 50% gem reduction. There's a chance they can stack. 50% gem isn't a ton necessarily, but it's not nothing. If you told me you got a 6 SS Stardust, I would want that myself so bad. You got a 1 SS Ryback? I still don't have Ryback, Jason. I am definitely jealous of Stardust. So it won't let me get it now. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Try putting in a ticket. So that's her best moveset, and it's good. It doesn't completely blow me away. All the other stuff will involve using Royal Rumble plates and things like that. So like she has a increase your yellow MP move. And you can do any combination of this with a Royal Rumble plate. Either the yellows, but the Piper plate doesn't work. Or you can do this and use an LA Knight plate and make blues. But so the first one you use a yellow Royal Rumble, this one you use a blue Royal Rumble. Either of those without it will do about 35 million. With the Royal Rumble, you get into the high 60s, low 70s ish, right? So they're both really similar in that they're designed to work with the Royal Rumble. The triple yellow is faster, but the damage is low-ish, but higher than May. So, I mean, I was pretty rough on her at first, just because I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping for a little bit more damage. And then, you know, triple green, you'll never see me run. It also needs crazy a lot of MP, or a choose move, which the choose is not good, or you need to play against a hardcore. You don't want to be choosing with an S tier. Let me put it to you that way, right? If you get an S tier, you don't want to be choosing gems. I am a bully steward. Right? Like, so this is a 3. I don't understand this. 500k per immobile gem. Modify a 3x3 area? What? 3x3 area? That's 9 gems. Promo code's not working. Yeah, that's because I don't give away promo codes. But keep trying, it might work. Like, so 9 times 509k. It's 4.5 million. Is all. So you do a choose move to choose into the finisher to do 4.5 million. If it's a powerhouse, sure, then it's great. But yeah. So you literally have to play it with a sub. Yeah. No, so if it's your first time watching me, like the other content creators are actually cool, decent, nice people. They do a bunch of giveaways and that stuff. I actually find them really distracting. I have a hard enough time streaming as it is, and I get annoyed when people just show up for free stuff, to be honest. Um, and it takes away from the stream because people are like, "When's the giveaway? Um, when are you giving it away? I want this. That's all I care about." So it really distracts from the stream, and I get cranky about it. Long story short, I'm a big baby about it. No, it's not your fault at all. If you're new, it's 100% not your fault. Um, there's no way you could know. I mean, there's usually lots of giveaways. That's a normal thing on Twitch. We don't have drops. I wish we had drops. Yeah, plus the one time I did do a giveaway, I put the code in the chat like I did. That wasn't good. On accident. That wasn't good. Yeah, Josh. Thanks, Ed Murphy. These are really hard for me. Yeah, after this, Professor has a giveaway on his official channel. And we'll raid him. So he will have a giveaway. I'm assuming. He hasn't told me he's going to, but he does just about every Monday. So you can win a bunch of free stuff from him. Does anyone even care about the sub build? It takes 9 MP, so you have to like choose 3 sets of 3. He said no, he said so yesterday stream. Okay, Arcade, thanks. I don't even know what the mosh means, to be honest. Thanks, Spider-Guard. Spider-Guard mods for Professor, he'll know. Does anyone even want to see me choose 3 gems to use a sub to hit the finisher? Alright, fine. So, I wouldn't. I would absolutely not do that. I would put NWO Hogan in, so I'm gonna do that. Oh my gosh, Jabroni. No. It's 5 turns. Oh, geez. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it can play without it. This moveset is just horrible, people. Don't use it. What color? We need green. Blue submission, purple, yellow. There's green. There we go. Gets it down to 3, huh? What is this charge? 6 charge? So add no. Yeah, no, don't add more sub. It only does 400k. We add more sub, we'll have no immobile gems. Like 1 immobile gem does as much as the sub. Oh, Josh, that's painful. You must play Jump Shark for the codes to work. How are you, Death? This is not a super sub build, fellas. This is just not a build. We have the moment too, by the way, so that's gonna make it look way better than it is. So Sammy, 2 green moves, 100% immobile. No one else has. We need blue MP. Never mind. I thought one of the new people had blue MP and immobile. Green and blast. Oh yeah, blue and immobile. There we go. 1 million damage. If we're lucky and we keep enough sub gems, we'll do. I'm gonna say we keep 36. So you'll have to choose. We put Hogan in, right? So we only have to choose 2 sets of 3 only. Yay. Then we'll hit the sub. Super yay. Oh, look what happens with the sub. All right. And then we're going to hit this finish all. The Oblivion for it hits decent, 64 million. If you want to use a sub and you have the moment, go ahead. It's actually decent. And by decent I mean terrible, but it looks good. So that it looks good, I'm telling you it looks good, but it's actually terrible. And the moment's adding 150%. Just FYI. Correct, same. Same. The moment's adding 150%. So really, without the moment, it would look like this. And now you will see, I'm sure, a bunch of stacked up immobile trainers, where somebody does a couple 3 matches and says, hey, look how hard you can hit with her. She doesn't look fat. You look fat. She looks just fine. Rude. You don't say people look fat. She looks fine. She don't look fat. Much more realistic. 47 mil. Much, much more realistic. So, anyway. Dude, she looks anorexic, if anything. Stop fat shaming her. Rude. Okay. Do you guys want to see the other? So the other builds, let me show you what they do. I will do this. So this is probably worth showing you guys. I'm running the sub thing. You're welcome, Scon. I love you. If you, who in here has an LA Knight plate, actually, that they don't use anywhere anyway? Who's got an LA Knight plate? I'll show you my super duper secret build that works okay if you have an LA Knight plate and makes you do an extra click, so it's really not super great. You have 5 of them. Does Feud keep giving you them? I would believe it. Does Feud keep... So you use Braun Breaker and this dude, and then you use Braun Breaker and Kofi, not Lawler. You use Kofi. Got you, jabroni. 0 meat. You don't have any? Wow, okay. I need one for your funk. Alright, so apparently... Telvin keeps... So you guys ever notice that? Like, Telvin has 5, and he probably doesn't even care after, like, 2. And he can't... Telvin, what plate can't you get out of the chest? I've gotten 1 out of the feud chest, too. But... What's up, Chris Aru? Start from the beginning. I'm sure Furpo will put the VOD up, which will be excruciatingly painful for everyone involved. Anyway, so first, without the plate, the trainers make no sense, just FYI. But if you put the plate on, you do this. This is after 99 MP, it'll work. And then you do this. Oops. We're already clicking way too much. And then you do this. And it procs the LA Knight plate twice. And then pyros go up, so I gotta blow up the board beneath them like this. But without the plate, 7 Piper plates, but no LA Knight. Geez, restate. So 43 million without the plate. Not terrible. Not great. Actually, it is terrible. Who am I kidding? 43 million out of your S tier. Not what you want to see. First sheet plate, no hard times. Worse than the... No, that's better than the sub. Stop it. That's better than the sub. This is Santa, by the way. That's the placeholder. So if you put the LA Knight plate on, you should get 2 procs, by my math. But you still 4 moves. I think triple yellow Piper is usable-ish. I have to see how it goes on my own roster. So there's one thing when you can't use substats and stuff on these because we don't have substats, and it's way different when you get actually playing them. Thank you. I'm Blind Lion. Thank you, Telvin. Thank you. Apparently, Mr. J, everybody but me can see it. Oh. All right, so let's check the gem damage. 157k on the blues. This should go out. They should go up 250% to a whopping 303k. Then you do this and does it again. He does the thing again. Then they should go up again because they actually appear to go out. They did. They go up again. And if you didn't know, the finisher buffs all gems by 225%. I know I'm not really reading the descriptions. But it buffs all gems by 225%. So you get a gem buff plus the boost. And then you just destroy the bottom. But it's a pretty disappointing 51 million. For all of that. Pretty disappointing. I think we all can agree. Oh, which new loot, Slim Numbers? Be specific. Please be specific. I think I talked about this earlier, but I wouldn't mind talking about it again. Just bring it up. Let me know. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. I don't know what you're going to ask. Which new loot? Help me out. Give me something to talk about. I have a good 28 minutes yet to rant. So would you guys agree for putting a premium plate on an S tier, that's not a desired outcome? Sako. Do I buy them? That is a really good question. Sometimes I get the Jumpstart pack. Which is not technically what you asked, but name a column gem coach, please. I can do better. Instead of feeding you, I'm going to teach you how to fish. 1 second. And then you can feed yourself forever. Whoever did this literally does the Lord's work. This website lets you search. So in your case, you type in column and you put it in the trainer section, and it'll literally bring up every single column trainer in the game. An entire list. And the actual filled in search link looks like this. Whoever made this website literally is way more helpful to the community than I will ever be. Fishing references only? Yes. Yes. I've been playing, have you gotten the backseat pass recently? No, I've been driving mostly, Zandel. So I haven't got the backseat pass lately. Yeah. That site's incredible. Backstage pass, no, I actually have not been purchasing. At all. I don't know, Zandel. The game is at a spot for me. All right. So you guys watched my video on how to improve your roster. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, right? There's a lot of stuff I think that goes into it, and it's different for everyone, like the best way to build your roster. But one thing, the best way to build your money roster in Champions is money, dollars. But not all dollars are equal. In fact, most of the time spending $10, $20 gets you jack all, which is one of my sometimes frustrations with the game. I feel like the game does a really good job of rewarding people that spend a lot, and a really good job, and this might be controversial, I think we get a ton for just logging in and doing nothing. I think you can log into this game, do jack all, and get a decent amount of stuff, actually. You can not really play events and get a decent amount of stuff for doing nothing, literally just hitting a claim button. And I think if you spend, you can get a lot of stuff. Where I feel like there's a disconnect and often doesn't work very well is when you spend a small to a medium amount. That's fair grinded. And to a medium large amount. For example, you spend $20 at a time, you almost never get anything. Truthfully, usually you get very little. No, you didn't say anything wrong, Sako. You said nothing wrong. Um, but you spend $100 or $200, often you get character, plate, bunch of extra stuff, right? Hey, Bill's Mafia, how are you? So what I try and tell people, if you're somebody that's constantly spending like $20 here, $20 there, you get done with the month, you spent $100 and you have nothing to show with for it, stop. Save your money, wait for an event that you know you can spend 100 or 200 and actually come away with something. Right? Sammy is a great example. Chrisaroo. How much did Sammy cost you? I'm going to say 210 to 250. I could be wrong. I'm going to say 210 to 250. I think for 210, basically everybody could get Sammy. If you had super crappy luck, maybe 250. If you were in a faction that did it. In that range, 240. Yeah. Depending on your RNG, somewhere between 210 to 250 gets you Sammy. That's a lot of money, right? But, Chris, how many tokens did you get for the prize wall when you did that? Like 61, 62? Sammy cost you 240 also. 66. A yeet plate was $60. So in Chrisaroo's plate, not counting all the other milestones, say he didn't have a yeet plate. Say you're somebody that doesn't have a yeet plate, you want one, you spend 240, not only do you get Sammy, you get a yeet plate. Way better than spending $20 12 times. Right? So it just depends. I'm not saying to spend 240 every weekend. I've given this advice to a few people at this point. Stop trying to get everything, because then you end up getting nothing. Yeah, that's fair, Eagles. I'm not saying the yeet plate was the choice. I'm just using that as an example, right? Stop trying to get everything, because you usually get nothing, or you have to spend so much you will be in credit card debt, and then you won't be spending anything. And then just pick your spots. Save up, and then pick a spot, and then go get you something, right? I've said this kind of stuff for a long time. Basically, you're almost free to play, and then like you do a mini whale splash. Yeah, be realistic in what you want to get. And at the same token, if that doesn't sound fun to you, then just spend your $20, do your pulls, and have your fun, right? Whatever it is you want to do. Right. Yeah. So, like, I'm the same way. I try and avoid the small transactions that add up. I honestly don't care about steps at all, ever. So if I decide once in a blue moon, I'll decide to chase like a top 40, top 20, then I pay $20 to buy the steps. Nice, restate, right? Then I'll pay $20 to buy the steps. Otherwise, I don't pay the $4.99 for 2 pulls thing to get steps the last flash feud. That's just $20 I could spend somewhere else. That's how I look at it. The backstage pass is helpful. That's $10 a month though. So let's say you get the steps and you get the backstage pass. Now you're up to $30. Now you buy a starter pack that's $30 or 20. Now you're up to $50. So it doesn't take many months of that, and you like 4 months of that, and then instead of that, then you go ahead and get yourself a Sammy and a yeet plate, for example. Does that make sense? That's how I look at it. I'm not saying what you should get, shouldn't spend. I don't know your budget. But you can spend smart. So with the loot, the odds look better, and the featured rewards look amazing. Oh, what are we talking about? Which loot, Slim? Are you talking... never mind, I know which loot you're talking about. You tell me if I'm wrong, Slim. This loot? Is this what you're talking about? So, you have a 8% chance of getting featured in the plate loot, which I think this one is probably the best loot, maybe. So 8% chance. So it costs how much? 1K. So let's say we get to 100K. We're just going to go generic number. Which doesn't get you to any of the stuff on the wall. Let's say you get 100K this month. You get 100 pulls. Realistically, let's say you hit 8 featured for the month. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a range. No, that's just one. Okay, so 12, 13. That's okay, 14. Those are, yep, 15, 16, 17, 18 items that you don't know the weight of. You don't know what they're weighted, so you're going to get 8 things from this pool on average. No guarantee, but on average, because there's no pull 40, get the featured. Of these things, what do you actually want in here? Hmm. This could be any class. So you might get 8 things from here, might, if you spend 100,000. And this is probably the best one, by the way, because you get the most chances to be disappointed. If you look in the commons, those are just really horrible. The commons is all throwaway. It's just some strap parts and whatever, right? That's probably the best one. This one is 5,000 per, so 20 pulls. 10% featured. So what's that? 1 in 10. You hit 2 featured. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And this isn't counting how they're weighted, because we all know they're weighted to the worst stuff. 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33. Holy crap. 35, 37, 39, 41, 43. And then we get to the moments, your odds of hitting this, what you want in here, you're not. You're absolutely not. Like this one, you couldn't pay me to use my coins on this. I'd almost rather they rotted. Looking at the odds. And the gear loot is 10,000 apiece. You get 10 pulls of the gear loot. Which means you won't get a featured. In fact, with 10 gear pulls, you have a less than 10, what, about a 10% chance? Is that what that is? With 10 pulls, about a 10% chance of hitting them out of the 10 pulls. You have to pull 100 maybe to get one. There, I believe when I counted, there's 23 items in here. 23 items in this one. So what are the odds? No, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I lied, 18. So, yeah, 1 in 18 chance. And that's if they were weighted equal, which we're sure they're not. At least I'm sure they're not. In fact, when I say sure, I mean I'm 99% sure. So, I wouldn't do this one at all either. Yeah. The moment one, you're just not going to hit the moments. Let's look the commons, I guess. I didn't go to the, maybe all the moments are in the very rare or the commons. Oh, very rare is absolutely worthless. Okay. And the commons, yeah. Look at how many freaking shards there are. You are going to hit, yeah, this is, no. Nope. Nope. And nope. So Slim, you're good with numbers, right? Your name is Slim Numbers. What do you think statistically the chance of getting the one plate you want out of here are if you did 100 pulls? Or even what are the chances you get the right metal as well? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many variables. So, if you get lucky, I think it's awesome. Otherwise, you know, I hope I get to here and then I'll take a guaranteed thing. If I don't get to here, I'll be disappointed. At least this, I know I'm getting a plate, even if neither of them are ones I need. So yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jabroni. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it gets more stuff added to this. I love choosing stuff, right? So far, I personally am not excited about it. but it's a long month, so I'm not freaking out. Yeah, maybe something cool will get added to it, and I love having choices rather than random. I'm a big fan of choice. So, yeah, choosing stuff is guaranteed. I love having a choice. Wait till the end of the month, Vern, or at least wait a few weeks or something. Or you know what? If you want to, you can start it now. I don't care. What do you mean? What about legendary plates? What are we talking about, Chris? They put them in this one. In this one, those are in the commons. No, they're not even in the commons. Yeah, this is a really limited selection, actually. Yeah, I don't like in my case. I don't even want anything in here. Store price wall? Which one? Oh, you mean adding some non-ultimates in there instead of just ultimates at a better price, right? In here? Yeah. No, this is a non-ultimate. Oh, that makes sense, Vern. Right on. Okay, that's cool. You engage with the forum then. Good stuff. I think a lot of people maybe just go there to complain. That's cool you're engaging with it. That would be useful, you know? All right. So what did I maybe miss that you guys didn't see if you just got in here that you want to see? Everything. Uh, Mr. J, I think loopholes. I'm gonna be real here. If you guys happen to catch the very sarcastic podcast Dr. Sparks and I do, you likely didn't watch very long. But in that, there is a segment where we talk about loopholes. So your odds of hitting the featured is 2%. That's for getting any one card, sorry, poster, official channel, don't find me, in here is 1%. But that is not they're not equal odds. It's completely weighted to be shards, most likely, of Asuka, or whatever's terrible in here. Most likely it's completely weighted to Asuka shards. So you don't actually know the real odds. I can tell you from talking to whales that spend 5, 7 pulls, every weekend. You could regularly do 700 pulls on a weekend and not hit the featured weekend character. You probably won't hit it as often as you will hit it with 700 pulls. The weekend poster. So, and usually you shard recruit well before then, or offer recruit. So it's probably worse than that. So I hate pulls. I don't think pulls are ever a good idea. I don't think they're good value. Ooh, the only time I pull is when it gets me something guaranteed. I literally won't do a pull unless I am okay with getting nothing from it. So to me, the pull is the bonus. The bonus isn't the pull. Or I mean, the bonus isn't the stuff that comes with the pull. So I only do them when I get milestones. What are you talking about, Sako? The armory stuff? What are we talking about? So I'm not a big fan of pulls. Oh, the 6-star gold ones, those are fine. You get those for playing the event. Those are free, Mr. Junior. Those are free. Armory stuff, I believe that currency, that's going to be in events all month, Sako. Literally haven't played the game today, because it's preview stuff. But I'm pretty sure armory coins are in here somewhere. I don't know where. I think it replaces the midweek event. So, whatever you normally would get in the midweek month long, you get armory coins instead. So like when we had the showdowns, things like that, midweek events that you get all the midweek month long prize wall, that's where you get those. A few thousand MLC tours right now. Thanks, guys. I literally, if I went on my account, everything would be not done because we got the posters right around reset. Before reset, I played Rhea some and did that video. Then I started playing Live, and got somewhat disappointed. Then I tried to play Bull and wouldn't work. So then I had to, because she won't work on an emulator. So I had to set up a Portal stream to try and so I could show you guys Bull, and then it was time to stream. So like I probably won't even do a preview today because I'm not sure how when I'm gonna get that done, because I don't record after 5 p.m. Because Mrs. Mherex comes home, and I don't do champion stuff because this isn't, I don't make money doing this. It's not a job. And even if it was, it's not more important than my fam. So yeah. Oh, reload your game, Sako. And try reloading your game. I don't think you're missing too much by it not being loaded yet. You heard I get paid to do this? I wish. Technically, I get paid on YouTube videos and when I stream on my channel with advertisements. Not very much, though. But I do make money from YouTube videos. Very little on actual streaming on Twitch for me. I don't do it for money, though. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going. There's a week 1 of the MLC is a long week for me because there's a bunch of content I like to do. I do it for culture. No, not for that either. I get what I get out of it is kind of weird. I like the interaction. I like helping. You're an idiot. Oh, sorry, Sako. I like helping the community. You know, when I do something useful, it makes me feel good. So there's that, right? I get that out of it. It does help pay for my spending on the game, the YouTube and Twitch money. I stress help pay for it. Do we have Showdown tomorrow? I have not looked at the blog schedule. Has anyone looked at it and no? You were looking at the store, not under the polls? Ah, that's all right, dude. That's okay. So do we have Rhea Showdown? Somebody earlier said we didn't, one true. I don't trust anyone until I see it. But someone said nothing this week for it. Did you see Dom? Did you guys see? It's a Whaley Dom. It's Whaley Dom. But I actually kind of like him. Because, oh no, my portal just froze. Reload? Will that work? Or will it kick me out? I never stream on the portal. Keep in mind, everything is just my opinion, Mr. Junior, Mr. J. And, some of it's okay and some of it's not. But I will have an opinion if you ask. I've played the game a long time, and, you know, I have a certain way of doing things. For sure. Which is right for me, but not right for everyone. Okay, this is fun for does anyone, am I the only one that likes Dirty Dom? Like as the character in real life, like in real fake wrestling? Who all likes Dirty Dom? Dom actually, Chris. I think he's a really good A tier. He's got some stuff you can do without Whaley stuff, which is one of the things I look for in an A tier, because people that don't get that get the A tier, sometimes that's like their only new thing each month. So I like it if they can do stuff. And then I also like it if people that have good stuff can get more out of them and might have a place on your roster. I find him entertaining AF. Entertaining AF. See, now, interestingly enough, and I know this is not popular, I do not like Drew. Your germophobia, Eagles. I actually don't like Drew. A lot of people like Drew, and I don't. I don't know why. I just don't care. It's weird. I feel like I should. He doesn't do anything wrong. You don't even shake hands. Drew talks funny. I don't know. He doesn't. I don't connect with him for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I just don't. I don't know. Never have. No, it's not because he's Scottish. I don't think that's it at all. Oh, you might be chalking to One True King. Probably. Because he talks funny. Oh, I don't like Punk either, Stizzle. I couldn't agree more. I'm not a Punk fan. Although, he has been better than I thought since he came back. He has done some entertaining stuff with Drew, actually. Funny enough. But I'm not a Punk fan either. Just to be annoying. If he had a mustache, yes. Absolutely. Can we get Tom Selleck in the WWE? Who's that? Punk or Drew, Vern? I didn't watch Raw last night, Chris. I did not. So this is after 99 MP. Couple jugs down. Finisher. Done. Later, Mr. J. Thanks again. Nice to see. Oh, I didn't put the braid plate on, too. Still need the braid plate. This could be better. But still, 76 million. So yeah, I kind of like Dom. I have a black Royal Rumble I'm not using on my account. And I love Dirty Dom because he's a fantastic heel. And he's an A tier. So I like using lower tier characters. So like on my account, yeah. I can't figure out if you're trolling me or serious, Eagles. Yes, and the mustache. He really has everything I need. I mean, what more could you ask for? Also, I am curious. Who's curious? Who's got an X-Brake plate? I didn't get one. Who got Chemical X? You're serious? Okay. I would say I'm a mild germaphobe, Eagles. I do not want to share my drink with anyone except my wife. It really bothers me. It like grosses me out. True, did you get a Chemical X? I can't remember. Somebody I know got a Chemical X. That might be good on him. You got the row break one? Yeah, that was 92 million. With the Chemical X. You aren't kidding, Eagles. No doubt, man. Do you want to see what it's like without the Black Royal Rumble, Bills Mafia? Yeah, Sizzle, that was weird for me at first. I'm over it because, you know, once I started kissing her, I'm like, well, I might as well share a drink, right? So let's try it without the Royal Rumble and the Chemical X. In case you didn't get that. Goldberg helps a ton, though. Full disclosure, he's 200,000 on the club store if you don't have him. Goldberg helps Dom a ton. 78 million with no Royal Rumble and the Chemical X. That actually speeds it up. I'd probably run it that way if I had a Chemical X, to be honest. Are you doing okay though, Eagles? Since you brought it up, just checking in, making sure you're doing well. I see you on a lot of streams, so I'm somewhat invested. You know, interestingly, it doesn't bother me if my cat laps water out of my drink. No, that doesn't gross me out. But people will. You need to let me know when you come through Eugene. We will either hate each other or love each other. That's awesome, Vern. I forget that we're in the same state, to be honest, Vern. We should, dude, we should meet up at like a wrestling event at some point too. Yeah, no problem, Bills Mafia. Do you have these trainers? Goldberg, I can show you without Goldberg if you don't have Goldberg. He does make a big difference though. You got them? Nice. Okay. Very cool. So honestly, that is with the moment too. The moment's adding 50% more gem damage. I think Dom for an A tier is really good. If you guys weren't here earlier, he's got a stupid bleed. And by stupid bleed, I mean like, so if you don't have necessarily super duper, duper duper, like you don't have mellow, you don't have crazy gem straps. Oh yeah, we need a jug plate. Absolutely. Make some juggernaut gems, get more gem damage. What's up, Shade? I'm having trouble reading from back here because I'm too far away. Shawhead the Great. Shawhead the Great? Miley concert would be good. Ooh, it's 5 o'clock, so it's just about time to probably think about raiding the bro. But the sub bleed build for those that don't have crazy stuff, as long as you have some bleed trainers, can get pretty high. I may or may not be guilty of having about 5 lemon cookies. I shouldn't, because I'm diabetic. I love cookies. It's my hardest temptation. I see them when I walk by them like a ferret. I'm like, ooh, I want one of these. I had like, I think I had 3 last night, and I think I had like 3 or 4 today. I need to not. She's a nurse and she knows my blood sugar issues, and I've been doing like so good with my blood sugar, but we got these lemon cookies and they're irresistible to a fat person like me.
I did check and see if the boys ate them first, and they didn't.
I mean, no, it was 100% always going to be me. I don't know why you even checked with them.
Because I didn't want to accuse you willy-nilly.
You should have accused me willy-nilly. I was 100% at fault. So as long as you have Kofi and Apollo, the bleed is pretty fun. Even though I'm not a bleed sub guy for people that don't have them. Yeah, restate. What other option you have on the main plate? But yes, I would try and pair it with a Devil's Drip, or a OG Drip. You could also put, if you're gonna not do that, just use all 3 moves, including the buff with the Yeet restate, and then use the Gacy plate for 50% more gem damage, Pig Boy plate. And you probably you probably can get up there, you know. You probably still can hit pretty hard. What's up, Big Fritz? How are you? I don't know if you mean hey bro is in just a general generic term, or if you were hoping you were talking to Professor, or thinking Professor was on. So if you're just saying in a generic term, hi. If not, it's not Professor right now. We're going to rate him in a minute. So for people that like to play the game wrong, just kidding. Not really. You can do this bleed build if you have Apollo, and it's 7.31 million turn for 3 turns, so that's a 21 million bleed. Then you can choose 6 gems and reload it. Again, choosing gems. Pff, who does that nowadays? Then you can hit the bleed again. And that's like 41 million bleed. And then you can refill it that way. And then it leaves behind power gems of some sort after the bleed. You can just look his health go boof. Like way, way down. Alright. Almost takes Sammy out there. Then you can just hit the bleed. And if you're lazy like me, you can just hit auto. But so yeah, Dom is really good, even if you don't have crazy stuff. I think for an A tier, he's kind of perfect, to be honest. He's got a lot of good stuff he can do without crazy stuff, and then he scales up too. So I'm very happy with his design. He's my favorite so far. I like him more than Liv, just because I like the overall design more. And a lot of people will be able to get him, and I like the options that he has. There's a power gem build for those that like that too. So thanks for letting me stream today, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to get you to Professor's channel. He's got some kind of fat giveaway. You guys can go win a bunch of free stuff. And I am going to get off of here and spend some time with the wife. Jade, probably type his name right. Professor. No problem, Wet Knife. Thanks for being around. You probably shouldn't have trolled the people that were asking for codes so much, but it was entertaining for me. Professor G Gaming. I can do this. It was weird streaming on the portal, but it worked out. Sort of. Later, guys. Thank you so much.